Siemanko, witam wszystkich. Dobra, co my tu mamy ciekawego do zrobienia? Stable. Siema, Feniks, witam.
We can only hope Celine prevails tonight. I've an idea, Josephine. Inquisitor? Hello?
Dobra, to tutaj jest to samo.
Another time. It's been too long since I've had any word from Valois.
My friend, come in, have a drink. What can I do for you? You've been busily charming the court, I see.
I'd like to know more about you.
All of Orlais knows my story. But you, my friend, are far too sensible to be Orlesian.
No, ale ponoć jakoś nie do końca chyba ten Stalker 2 się udał, nie? Coś dużo osób narzeka na niego. Że początek spoko, a później już straszna nuda.
She charmed the Council of Heralds. They gave the crown to her. And while it looks fetching on her, I intend to take it back.
What's your claim to the throne?
The 100 Days Cough swept Valroya in 877. It killed thousands of children, royalty and commoner alike. There are only 3 living grandchildren of Emperor Judicael I. Myself, my sister Florian, and Celine.
Pewnie kiedyś zagram, ale nie wiem kiedy. Najpierw bym chciał przejść te stare części, ale to też nie wiem kiedy. Jakoś tak, wiesz, nie za bardzo mi się chce w niego grać.
If you're the rightful heir, how did Celine become empress?
I am the oldest, but I lack the Valmont name. My mother was the late emperor's sister. Celine is a Valmont. Her honored father was my mother's brother. But she is the youngest. When there is any doubt surrounding the line of succession, the matter falls to the Council of Heralds. Celine outplayed me, forming alliances on the council for support. So they passed over me in her favor.
A straightforward goal.
We are straightforward people, you and I. But at court, twists and turns are in fashion. We must navigate a maze of vipers, my friend. Make her willing, there will be enough port.
Co mi się nie podoba ten Gaspard, kurwa, to jakaś taka jebana żmija chyba.
I'd like to know more about you.
All of Orlais knows my story. But you, my friend, are far too sensible to be Orlesian. The heart of it is simple. I am the rightful heir to the throne of Orlais. But my cousin, Celine, is a politician, while I am a man of action. She charmed the Council of Heralds. They gave the crown to her, and while it looks fetching on her, I intend to take it back.
Just what are you claiming? Her crown or her head?
If Celine loses her head, it will not be my doing. I want my empire. I do not wish harm on my cousin, but I would not weep at her demise.
I understand you're a chevalier. I've undergone similar training.
Ah, yes. A popular topic of conversation.
Oh?
You may not wear the title, but to study. The free marcher turned knight. You've captured imaginations.
Minor details. I could best the finest chevaliers.
You have the arrogance for it. Come. We are kindred spirits, you and I. Brothers in arms must stand together. Find a drink, and we shall toast to it.
I have a question about the peace talks. If something were to happen to the Empress, how would that change your plans?
Celine has not declared an heir. If the Maker called her home, the crown would fall to me. But the Council of Heralds would try to implicate me in any misfortune. If they succeeded, the crown could pass to my sister, or one of our more distant cousins.
What are you hoping to achieve at the negotiations?
I intend to take back what is rightfully mine. Celine stole the crown through... The Empire has been mired in intrigue for too long. We need a clear...
What action did you have in...
The Empire is declining. I will see Orlais return to glory as the strongest nation in Thedas.
You say you hate politics.
I can play the game, but it is not my choice. I would prefer to settle this on the battlefield. But for Florian, I will sit and talk.
We'll speak later.
Another time.
Nie chcę za bardzo przyciskać go na razie. Mi się wydaje, że on może jednak... Nie chce jej zajebać, ale jak... Kurde no... Ciężko wyczaić.
Inquisitor, to what do we owe this honor?
We are always delighted to speak with you, of course. Her Imperial Majesty is unfortunately occupied at present.
I made a fascinating discovery. An elven locket in the Empress's vault.
Oh dear.
That is very interesting. I'll get Her Majesty.
Inquisitor, I regret that we did not have time to speak earlier. No doubt you have questions about many things.
I found an elven locket sealed in the palace vault. You must have considered it quite valuable.
It was... sentimental. I don't know why I kept it. It was a foolish thing to do.
What made the two of you part ways?
She wanted change, and she thought I should deliver it. My word is law, Inquisitor, but laws don't command people's hearts. Culture does not transform itself overnight. I failed her. I should have dared more. But the past, like so many things, is beyond my command.
Maybe you kept it because you still care for Briala.
Perhaps I do. But I cannot put her above all the people of my empire. Dispose of the locket however you like. It means nothing to me.
Ta. Ratatata srata. A z tym kurwa rondlem na głowie.
Is there something we may do for you?
We do so enjoy speaking with you. We will speak to the Empress on your behalf.
If the evening ends favorably for the Empress, how does the Inquisition benefit?
Her Imperial Majesty brings the might of the Orlesian Empire with her friendship.
She is also a respected diplomat and world leader. She can forge alliances for you with Rivain
And she throws the best parties.
Perhaps you could tell me something then. We haven't been properly introduced.
How rude of us to forget.
My Lord Inquisitor, allow me to present Lady Couteau.
And Lady Cot.
And of course, Lady Fleur. We are the Empress's ladies-in-waiting.
I'd like to know more about him.
Her Majesty has held the throne since she...
She is respected and beloved, not just in Orlais.
She doesn't care much for liver, and she drinks her tea black.
I'd like to know more about the negotiations. What is the Empress trying to accomplish?
Peace is her own...
Gaspard and Briala are driven...
The war must end tonight. We must conclude this to deal with the larger...
What's happening with the...
Things do not look...
The Grand Duke is as
But the knight is young, and Her Majesty will do everything she can to persuade him.
My investigations turned up something interesting. It concerns the Grand Duke. Good evening.
Until next time, Inquisitor.
Do take...
Enjoy the...
Inquisitor Trevelyan. Slumming even more than usual, I see. You've charmed some of the nobles. What brings you to me?
I want to know more about the peace talks. What are you hoping to...
A voice. My people have none. We've lived for centuries. If the elves of Halam Shiral were elevated, if we had an elven noble at court,
How much can a single...
it won't remake the world overnight. Our problem is invisibility. The people in power, we need elves in positions where they can't be overlooked. We need to force humans to take us
How will you persuade the Empress to elevate an...
It is already... Celine knows she needs us to tip... All we have to do is wait. She'll exhaust her other options and come to us.
Everyone should have representation.
A start. That's all this is. But that's the future. We need to focus on the task at hand.
If Celine were killed...
Assuming I'm... It would be precarious. It would be easier to rein him in if I had something that could hurt him.
I found an elven locket.
Let me see that. She kept this. What was she thinking? If Gaspard had found this, it would have ruined her.
So,
It was my mother's. She held on to it.
we'll speak...
Another...
Lady Nightingale makes me nervous.
You have such beautiful hair, Commander.
Thank you. Inquisitor, is there something you needed?
You have any advice?
Orlesian social events don't... There are a few here we can trust. Be careful.
What's our best course?
Assuming the claims against Gaspard are false, I believe he'd be the strongest ally. But if it means Celine's death, can we make such a choice in good conscience?
Briala's an...
One that only complicates matters further.
Have you noticed...
I'll let you know at once if I do.
You've attracted a follow...
I don't know, but they won't leave me alone.
I take it you're not in...
At this point, the headache I'm developing is preferable to the company.
We'll talk...
I await.
Look at Lady Cambion's slippers. Trimmed with... And those buckles. Toss her into the lake and she'll sink right...
There's a Tevinter assassin on the loose, and you're concerned about buckles.
Everyone needs a hobby. Besides, golden jewels on a dancing slipper. She is unconcerned with the possibility of losing. But Lady Cambien's family has recently lost most of its holding. So, how did Cambien acquire such a grant? These are all useful questions, no?
You're different here than in...
This is Halam Shiral, Inquisitor. Of course, everyone is wearing a mask. I learned this very young. All this, the smiles, for some of us, it has become so familiar that the steps may be performed in our sleep.
Do you really think Briala should be given...
Celine has been in power long enough to expect support. But such gratitude will pale beside... Who is lower than the elf? If we place Briala in, and Gaspard will have the throne he has wanted. With conditions, of course. I suspect he will still find it gratifying.
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
Very interesting. It may not help our invest... A little more dirt like this, and we might have... If you find more, let me know.
I should go.
When my third husband, Pierre, lost... Lord Inquisitor.
Would you care to dance, Lady Mantillon?
You, Inquisitor, are a delight. But you have other dances to perform first. Perhaps you will save me a dance for later?
I'd like your opinion of the...
It's doomed to... At least it should be amusing. We haven't had such a menagerie at court in living memory.
Is anything odd this evening?
Too few Imperial guards stand in attendance, my dear. A shame. They are so pleasantly decorative.
Good evening, milady.
Is it my imagination? Or are there more Inquisitions now than there were before?
You're seeing things.
Are we ready to move out?
Have you witnessed anything noteworthy?
Nothing yet. I will let you know.
You don't seem to...
Orlesians pretend they're Yes, let us treat murder corrupt. We are here to save Empress. The Empire would be better off without her. Gaspard is the leader Orlais needs in the...
You support the Civil War?
Of course not. Chaos is what Were it up to me, however, I would let Celine fall. He would see the true threat, not spend his time throwing balls and writing letters. I'll be watching.
Reports from the Minrathous ambassador.
Interesting.
Fine by me.
No go kurwa przebrali, no.
Are we going to sneak around to look through the Empress's unmentionables now? Just how drunk are you, boss?
Hello? Is anyone there? Somebody? Anybody?
What happened?
It's not what it looks like. Honestly, I would have preferred it if it were what it looks like. The Empress led me to believe I would be rewarded for betraying the Grand Duke. This was not what I hoped for. Please, The Empress beguiled me into giving her information. She knows everything. Everything. The Duke's surprise. She's turned it into a trap. The moment...
I don't know which is worse. Celine for using such a tactic or him for falling for it.
Don't breathe a word about...
I can't promise that. I have no intention of dying.
Thank you.
Are you all right?
I don't think I'm hurt. No one's supposed to be here. Briala said... Oh, I shouldn't have trusted her.
Briala told you to come to this...
Well, not personally. We get coded messages at certain She's been watching the Grand Duke all night. No surprise she wanted someone to search his sister's room.
Is there anyone else who knows the code?
I don't know. Any of us could do it, but... No.
So this room belongs to Grand Duchess...
It used to. But this part of the palace was damaged, and the royal family moved to the guest wing.
What were you trying to find?
The message didn't say. I should have known it was a setup.
This wing is sealed.
Easy. The door was unlocked. One of the others
It takes great courage to come to the royal...
It's not... I knew her. Now she wants to play revolution, but I remember.
She was sleeping with the Empress who purged our alienage.
Something like that could destroy Briala, if it were known.
No. Some know she has. If the Inquisition will protect me, I'll tell you.
Go to the ballroom. Find Commander Cullen.
Thank you.
What happened here?
You painted Orlesian assholes! When I get out of this, I'll butcher you like the pigs you are!
Inquisitor, what a pleasure. I wasn't certain you'd attend. You're such a challenge to read. I had no idea if you'd taken my bait.
I fear I'm a bit busy at the moment if you were looking for a dance.
Yes, I see that. Such a pity. It was kind of you to walk into my trap so willingly. I was so tired. Corypheus insisted that the Empress die tonight, and I would hate to disappoint him.
Why kill the Empress? What is
Celine's death is a stepping stone. Corypheus will enter the Black City and claim. We will cast down your useless maker and usher in a united world, guided by the hand of an attentive god.
You're Orlesian royalty. Why would you help Corypheus attack?
You think so small, Inquisitor. Why settle? I admit, I will relish the look on Gaspar's face when he realizes I've outplayed him.
What exactly is in this for you?
The world. I'll deliver the entire. When he has ascended to godhood, I will rule all Thedas in his name.
You don't have to go through with this, Florian.
Oh, my dear Inquisitor. In their darkest dreams, no one imagines I would. All I need is to keep you out of the ballroom long enough to strike. A pity you'll miss the rest of the ball, Inquisitor. Kill him and bring me his marked hat. It will make a fine gift for the Master.
On your feet! Trust his tits. What was all that? Were those demons? There aren't any more of those blasted demons coming, right?
No more demon.
Maker. I knew Gaspard was a bastard, but I didn't think he'd feed to fucking horrors over a damn bill.
Duke Gaspard?
Well, his sister. But it had to come from... And all that garbage she was spewing doesn't mean anything. Gaspard had to be the mastermind.
Your accent sounds Ferelden. I thought you were one of
Born and raised in Denerim. The Duke wanted to move on the palace tonight, so he hired me and my men. He had to offer us triple our usual pay to come to Orlais. Stinking punsy cheesemongers.
Want a new job? One that pays better?
You hiring? I'm game. You want me to talk to the Empress or the court or sing a blasted... Weapons ready!
Jeszcze jakieś wyjście chyba na ogród było.
all the Delanceys here?
Thank the Maker you're back. The Empress will begin her speech soon. What should we do?
The Grand Duchess is the assassin. Don't let her anywhere near the Empress.
Duchess? At once, Inquisitor.
Let all gathered attend. Her Imperial Majesty will now address the court.
Lords and ladies, as a nation, we mourn our sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, friends and lovers claimed by war. The sky is torn open, our divine is dead, and many fear the end of all things comes upon us. Orlais must stand as a bastion, a bulwark behind which all Fedas may take shelter. So has it stood for 1,000 years. So shall it ever stand. This would not have been possible without the efforts of many. Dear cousin, please step forward.
Grand Duchess, stand down!
Now! For Corypheus, kill them all!
Cullen, protect the people!
Yes, Inquisitor.
Beaten at every turn. You've taken the moment of my victory and left me in disgrace. And now you've chased a defenseless woman into the garden. Are you proud of yourself? Surrender, now! The night is still young. All I need to recover is to kill you, Inquisitor. So good of you to attend my soirée.
Tam jeszcze była opcja, żeby bez rozlewu krwi, nie? Żeby od razu ją ujawnić.
Where has that servant gone? Elves, always shirking their duties.
Zobaczę tą opcję bez rozlewu krwi.
Thank the Maker you're back. The Empress will begin her speech soon. What should we do?
Wait here, Cullen. I'm going to have a word with the Grand Duchess.
What? There's no time. The Empress will begin her speech any moment.
We owe the court one more show, Your Grace.
Inquisitor.
I'm giving you a chance to end this peacefully. There's no need for more death. Corypheus is only using you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Really? You've already forgotten trying to kill me in the garden just a moment ago. You arranged for your brother to be at the ball so everyone would be watching him while you carried out your plan. So when the council emissaries stumbled into the wrong room and found your assassins, you could pin the blame on Gaspard. The Empress, your brother, and the entire court all here as your guests. A tempting target for Corypheus.
This is very entertaining, but you do not imagine anyone believes your wild stories.
That will be a matter for a judge to decide, cousin.
Gaspard? You cannot believe this. You know I would never... Gaspard?
You lost this fight ages ago, Your Grace. You're just the last to find out. Your Imperial Majesty, I think we should speak in private. Elsewhere.
Your sister attempted regicide in front of the entire court, Gaspard.
You're the spy master. If anyone knew this atrocity was coming, it was you.
You don't deny your involvement.
I do deny it. I knew nothing of Florian's plans. But you knew it all and did nothing.
I don't know which is better. That you think I'm all-seeing, or that you're trying so hard to play innocent and failing?
Enough! We will not bicker while Tevinter plots against our nation. For the safety of the Empire, I will have answers.
I wouldn't have caught Florian in time without Briala's help.
You were working together?
Of course.
Gaspard's been trying to bully the Council of Heralds into crowning him Emperor. I met a council attaché who can confirm it.
A few idle threats hardly make me a traitor.
Keep talking, Gaspard. Eventually, you'll convince somebody.
Here. I have the letter Gaspard penned to his general, ordering his men into position inside the palace.
Can you blame me? Considering what transpired, preparing to repel an attack was the course of wisdom.
And his mercenary captain will be happy to tell you all their plans for the coup tonight. Briala found all of this out for your sake, Celine.
In light of overwhelming evidence, we have no choice but to declare you an enemy of the Empire. You are hereby sentenced to death.
I think Ambassador Briala deserves some reward for uncovering all this.
I can scarcely believe you did all this for me.
Celine.
Thank you, Inquisitor, for all your efforts tonight. I owe you my life. and Orlais owes you its future. You have done so much. For my people and for us.
We won't forget this.
It was my pleasure. The two of you deserve to be happy.
We truly are. Come, stand with us, Inquisitor. We must give the good news to the nobility. Lords and ladies of the court, this is a night for celebration. Those who sought to poison our empire with treason have been brought to justice. It is a new age for Orlais. We shall build a world in which all men and women live in harmony. Let the cornerstone of change be laid. I introduce the newest member of our court, Marquise Briala of the Dales.
This is not just a victory in Halam Shiral, or within the Empire, or even for elves alone. This is a triumph for everyone! Over 1,000 years ago in the Valerian fields, elves and humans together defeated the Imperium. We can do so much more now. We are greater than our ancestors ever dreamed. Together, we will start by saving our world from the enemy who took the divine and tore the sky apart.
This evening proves what we can accomplish through cooperation.
We are already tracking these Tevinter agents. Soon they'll have no place to hide.
But that is tomorrow. Tonight, we celebrate our newfound fellowship. Let the festivities commence!
The Orlesian nobility make drunken toasts to your victory, and yet you are not present to hear them. Do you tire so quickly of their congratulations, Inquisitor? 'Tis most fickle, after all your efforts on their behalf.
Everyone suddenly wants to talk to me. You, at least, I'm glad to see.
Then I have happy news, as you shall be seeing a great deal more of me. By imperial decree, I have been named liaison to the Inquisition. Celine wishes to offer you any and all aid, including mine. Congratulations.
I had no idea you were interested in joining the Inquisition.
The assignment has been given to me, regardless of my personal interest. Celine knows you face an opponent who wields great magical power, which is far more important than her own curiosity. You will require my knowledge if you are to defeat such magic. Regardless, Corypheus is a threat to Orlais and to myself. Thus, I am not opposed to the appointment.
What skills do you have that would benefit us?
I have knowledge which falls beyond the realm of most mages. I suspect this is also true of Corypheus, thus it behooves you to add to your arcane arsenal, yes? Mundane knowledge will not bring the rift in the sky to a close, after all.
When you say knowledge beyond the realm of most mages, do you mean blood magic?
I know many obscure, forgotten, and forbidden arts. Some of it you might consider blood magic, yes? Should thought of that frighten you, allow me to offer reassurance. Knowledge alone does no harm. What I possess I place at your disposal to make use of or ignore as you desire.
Welcome to the Inquisition, Morrigan.
A most gracious response. I shall meet you at Skyhold.
I can't believe you escaped before me. A fat count insisted on talking about soup for 15 minutes. We can return to Skyhold whenever you like. The sooner the better. Is something wrong?
Things went according to plan for once. I couldn't be happier.
It is a bit of a surprise, isn't it? We will need to put the soldiers at Skyhold on alert. Better to be safe.
Wait. There is one thing we must do before we go. May I have this dance, Lady Cassandra?
A dance? After all we've been through tonight?
Can you think of a better way to celebrate?
I suppose this isn't terrible.
The matter is urgent, Lady Josephine.
I am well aware of that, revered mother.
We will need them to return to Val Royeaux as soon as possible. There are ceremonies, ordinations. Maker's mercy.
That's quite impossible at the moment.
My Lord please, may I have a word with you?
How may I...
With the political turmoil put to rest.
I have already told you, revered mother.
But surely with the support of the Empire, the Inquisition will not be harmed by the loss of just 2 souls.
Why do you need Liliana and Cassandra?
They were Her Holiness's most trusted. They could rally the Grand Clerics to follow as no candidate from the clergy has been able to.
I don't understand.
We need them to... Everyone with the political support to... Those who remain are unable to... They have been dead. Lady Liliana and Seeker Cassandra were Justinia's most trusted. Our late divine is still held in high esteem. To honor her, the Grand Clerics might support one of them as successor.
How long does the Chantry...
Several months, at least. If one of them is crowned divine, she would not be returning to the...
Liliana and Cassandra would have to make...
And they certainly will. The Inquisitor has only just You must excuse us. Don't let them detract from your victory at Alamshir. The support of the Empire should make our... Varric is eager to help his friend Hawk.
I've seen bigger castles fall.
Aha, coś tam mam chyba do zostawienia. O, jakaś sprawa? A może ta księżna?
I do not believe a reminder is necessary for this accused. Her capture and disgrace could not have been more public. Grand Duchess Floriane de Chalon, although her titles are among the dignities already at risk of forfeiture. You spared her life despite her treachery. What becomes of it now falls to you.
The consequences of our dance continue to echo, Lady Floriane.
Despite her posture, Lady Floriane has acknowledged your authority.
Should I curse you on behalf of the Elder One? I realize he had no intention of honoring the concordats I manipulated. Do as you must. I respect your mastery of the game, even as I despise your victory. Celine does not know her fortune.
She remains a creature of formality and opportunity. We have use for both. Grand Duchess, Josephine will see that your wiles profit the Inquisition. Don't disappoint.
Oh, one must remember that the game is never truly over, your worship.
I'm glad you made it, Inquisitor. I fear they've already started the ritual.
It has to be blood magic. I hope we can stop them before more people get hurt. You take point. I'll guard your backs.
Wait! No.
Warden Commander Clarel's orders were clear.
This is wrong!
Remember your oath. In war, victory. In peace, vigilance. In death... I'm sorry. Sacrifice. Good. Now bind it just as I showed you. Inquisitor, what an unexpected pleasure. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, at your service.
You are no warden.
But you are. The one Clarel let slip. And you found the Inquisitor and came to stop me. Shall we see how that goes?
Wardens! This man is lying to you. He serves an ancient of Intermagister who wants to unleash a blight.
That's a very serious accusation. Let's see what the Wardens think. Wardens, hands up. Hands down.
Corypheus has taken their minds.
They did this to themselves. You see, the calling had the Wardens terrified. They looked everywhere for help.
Even to Winter.
Yes, and since it was my master who put the calling into their little heads, we in the Venatori were prepared. I went to Clarel full of sympathy, and together we came up with a plan. Raise a demon army, march into the deep roads, and kill the old gods before they wake.
Corypheus marching across Orlais with an army of demons. I was shown that back at the Seeker Fortress.
And now you know how it begins. Sadly for the Wardens, the binding ritual I taught their mages has a side effect. They're now my master's slaves. This was a test. Once the rest of the Wardens complete the ritual, the army will conquer Thedas.
So Corypheus influenced the Wardens and made...
Made them? No! The Wardens did it of their own free will. You should have seen Clarel agonize over the decision. Burdens of command, I suppose.
Why would the Wardens try to kill...
A blight happens when dark spawn find a... If someone fought through the deep road, no more blights.
That's madness. For all we know...
Well then, it's a good thing I'm taking this demon army off their hands.
Why would Clarel risk...
Demons need no food, no rest. They are the perfect army to... Or across Orlais. Now they are bound to my master.
Do you really...
The Elder One commands the Blight. The Blight is not unstoppable or...
Somebody's certainly a tool.
As for me, while the Elder One rules from the Golden City, we, the Venatori, will be his god.
Release the Wardens from the binding and surrender. I won't ask twice.
No, you won't. The Elder One showed me how to deal with you in the event you were foolish enough to interfere again. That mark you bear, the anchor that lets you pass safely through the veil, you stole that from my master. He's been forced to seek other ways to access the Fade. When I bring him your head, his gratitude will be... Ah! Kill them!
They refused to listen to reason.
You were correct. Through their ritual, the mages are slaves to Corypheus.
And the Warden warriors? Of course. Sacrificed in the ritual. What a waste.
Eramond lied to the Wardens. They were trying to prevent future blights.
With blood magic and human sacrifice.
The Wardens were wrong, Hawk. But they had their reasons.
All blood mages do. Everyone has a story they tell themselves to justify bad decisions. And it never matters. In the end, you are always alone with your actions.
I believe I know where the Wardens are, Your Worship. Eramond fled in that direction. There's an abandoned Warden fortress that way. Adamant.
Good thinking.
The Warden and I will scout out Adamant and confirm that the other Wardens are there. We'll meet you back at Skyhold.
We're at the center of everything. Could be better.
I tracked that Venatori mage back to Adamant Fortress. They're looking at assault.
Is all quiet in the hissing wastes.
Any remaining Venatori are stragglers. I imagine their failure has set heads rolling. Let us begin. Is Knight Captain Ryland satisfied with his post?
It's not an easy assignment, but if anyone can handle the approach, it's him.
At your service. Inquisitor? Inquisitor?
Inquisitor. Inquisitor.
Let us begin. Inquisitor? adamant fortress has stood against the Darkspawn since the time of the Second Blight.
Fortunately for us, that means it was built before the age of modern siege equipment. A good trebuchet will do major damage to those ancient walls. And thanks to our Lady Ambassador...
Lady Cyril of Jadar was pleased to lend the Inquisition her sappers. They've already delivered the trebuchets. That is the good news.
And the bad news?
Erimond called the ritual at the western approach a test. He may already be raising his army of demons in the fortress.
The Inquisition forces can breach the gate, but if the Wardens already have their demons...
I found records of Adamant's construction. There are choke points we can use to limit the field of battle.
That's good. We may not be able to defeat them outright. But if we cut off reinforcements, we can carve you a path to Warden Commander Clarel.
So our plan is to lay siege to a legendary fortress filled with demons.
It'll be hard fought, no way around it. But we'll get that gate open.
It's also possible that some wardens may be sympathetic to our cause. The warriors may be willing to listen to reason, though I doubt they will turn against Clarel directly. The mages, however, are slaves to Corypheus. They will fight to the death.
We've built the siege engines and readied our forces, Inquisitor. Give the word, and we march on Adamant.
Pull back! They're through!
All right, Inquisitor. You have your way in. Best make use of it. We'll keep the main host of demons occupied for as long as we can.
I'll be fine. Just keep the men safe.
We'll do what we have to, Inquisitor. Warden Stroud will guard your back. Hawk is with our soldiers on the battlements. He's assisting them until you arrive. There's too much resistance on the walls. Our men on the ladders can't get a foothold. If you can clear out the enemies on the battlements, we'll cover your advance.
Be sacrificed for some insane ritual! Brothers, can't you see? This is madness! It's no use! Their minds are not their own! Keep your distance!
Warden Chernoff, we are not enemies!
Why should I trust you, Stroud? You're a traitor to the Wardens. Clarel called for your death.
Lay down your weapons and surrender!
Never! Wardens, attack!
What a waste!
Madness! It's no use! Their minds are not their own! Keep your distance!
The Inquisition is here to stop Clarel, not to kill Wardens! If you fall back, you won't be harmed!
Stay back. We want no part of this. Deal with Clarel as you must.
Well said. I had hoped.
Tu jest chyba docelowy.
Resistance is heavier than we'd hoped. I need a path to the center of the fortress.
I'll see if I can get their attention.
Nie wiem, to ja stąd przyszedłem. No, to tam jeszcze coś. Kurwa mać.
Wardens! We are betrayed by the very world we have sworn to protect!
The Inquisition is inside, Clarel. We have no time to stand on ceremony.
These men and women are giving their lives, Magister. That might mean little in Tevinter, but for the Wardens, it is a sacred duty. It has been many long years, my friend.
Too many, Clarel. If my sword arm can no longer serve the Wardens, then my blood will have to do.
It will.
Stop them! We must complete the ritual!
Clarel! If you complete that ritual, you're doing exactly what Erimond wants!
What? Fighting the Blight? Keeping the world safe from Darkspawn? Who wouldn't want that? And yes, the ritual requires blood sacrifice. Hate me for that if you must, but do not hate the Wardens for doing their duty!
We make the sacrifices no one else will. Our warriors die proudly for a world that will never thank them.
And then your Tevinter ally binds the mages to Corypheus!
Corypheus? But he's dead.
These people will say anything to shake your confidence, Clarel.
Bring it through!
Please! I have seen more than my share of blood magic. It is never worth the cost.
I trained half of you myself! Do not make me kill you to stop this madness!
Be ready with the ritual, Clarel. This demon is truly worthy of your strength.
The Grey Wardens have a proud history. You stopped the Blight at the Silent Plains, at Starkhaven and Hunterfell, at Aesley and Denerim. This world owes you a debt it can never repay. I would not stand against you if I did not know you were being misused.
Clarel, we have come so far. You're the only one who can do this.
Perhaps we could test the truth of these charges to avoid more bloodshed.
Or perhaps I should bring in a more reliable ally. My master thought you might come here, Inquisitor. He sent me this to welcome you. Clarel, wait.
Help the Inquisitor!
You've destroyed the Grey Wardens!
You did that to yourself, you stupid bitch. All I did was dangle a little power before your eyes, and you couldn't wait to get your hands bloody. You could have served a new god.
I will never serve the Blight!
Wpierdolił ją. A nie.
In war, victory. In peace, vigilance.
Where are we?
We were falling. Is this... Are we dead?
No. This is the Fade. The Inquisitor opened a rift. We came through. And survived. I never thought I would ever find myself here physically. Look. The Black City. Almost close enough to touch.
This is incredible.
What spirit commands this place? I have never seen anywhere like it.
It's not how I remember the Fade either. Perhaps it's because we're here, physically, instead of just dreaming. The stories say you walked out of the Fade at Haven. Was it like this?
I don't remember what it was like the last time I was here. Right now, I'm more concerned with getting out safely.
That huge demon was right on the other side of that rift Eramond was using. And there could be others.
In our world, the rift the demons came through was nearby, in the main hall. Can we escape the same way?
It sounds like our best option. There, let's go.
This is fascinating. It is not the area I would have chosen, of course. physically walk within the Fade.
Dobrze, ja tu na dzisiaj zakończę. To będziemy kontynuować. Pewnie jutro albo pojutrze będzie już koniec. Uciekam, dobranoc i do jutra. Trzymajcie się, papa.